Welcome to Fincham Travels. This week I'm in Tallinn in Estonia. So I started my trip around Tallinn in the old town, which is extremely picturesque. I would suggest you start there. It's up on the hill overlooking Tallinn. This is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, built between 1894 and 1900. That's worth a visit. Now, Tallinn's very historic, first human settlement around 5,000 years ago, so you can see how old this place is. Plenty of colourful buildings in Tallinn all over the town. And wherever you look, it's extremely picturesque. It really is. Now, I didn't know what to expect of Tallinn, but I really enjoyed it. And I recommend going to Tallinn for a weekend, having a look around and enjoying not only the history of Tallinn, the buildings of Tallinn, but also the bars, restaurants and the square in the town centre. All will be very enjoyable for a weekend. Again in the old town, this is Tombia Castle. This was built between 1767 and 1773. This is where Parliament meets. It is open Monday to Friday, if booked ahead of time, and sessions of Parliament can be watched from the public gallery. And these are the streets around the Parliament building. So much colour in Tallinn. It really was a great place to visit. Now this is the Tallinn Town Wall, which is a well-preserved section of medieval fortifications surrounding the old town, which is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's a spooky-looking character there looking down on us. Again, all in the old town, well worth a visit. Now, wherever you look in Tallinn, there's history. The old buildings, the colourful buildings, the old churches, and St. Olaf's Church Tower, which you saw previously, just to let you know, also has an observation platform which you can visit and have a look over the old town of Tallinn. Again, there's a cathedral and some of the old buildings on the park. This is Domberg. This is an old restaurant in the old town of Tallinn. If you fancy something to eat. Now, if you're into your churches and cathedrals, there's plenty of them in Tallinn. This is the Church of the Holy Spirit. Well worth looking inside. Very picturesque. And around the old town, there's plenty of quaint restaurants and shops. Now, this one coming up, this little shop is by an observation area, so try and find this shop and you'll get great views right across Tallinn Old Town, which you're about to see. This gives you views right across Old Town and Tallinn in the distance. Now, once you've had a look around the old town of Tallinn, head down to the town centre. I walked some of the way, but not the whole way, because it is quite a distance. But there were things to see on the way, so have a bit of a walk and then get an Uber for the rest of the way. If you're looking to get to the town centre, best thing to ask a taxi driver to do is drop you at the Viru gate, the Viru gate, and that is in the centre of Tallinn town centre, and there are the Viru gates. Once you go through the gates, this is what you're going to find: shops, bars and restaurants. And there's also a quaint square there, which I didn't get a shot of, but you can sit round the square with all the restaurants and bars too. A really nice part of Tallinn to relax, people watch, and enjoy the food and the drink. So if you end up going to Tallinn, you'll have a good time. Go for the weekend or a long weekend, that would be perfect. Thanks for watching the video. I do appreciate it. Do subscribe. Plenty more videos on the way. You take care. Stay safe. Bye-bye.